Amina's Saving Energy Saves Money project is working on raising awareness about climate change among ethnic minority communities in the North and South Glasgow. We raise awareness by taking community groups to various environmental sites. We took the North Glasgow International Women's Group in December 2014 to Milton Community Garden for a site visit. The purpose of this visit was to encourage people to buy local produce and growing one's own food. This would help in the reduction of their carbon footprint.
North Glasgow Community Food Initiative started many years ago with a group of students who had identified that people coming into the country were often very poor without any access to good fruit and vegetables. And they started by going down to Blockhairn Market, buying up fruit and vegetables and selling it on very cheaply to the community. This is extended now to lots of areas in Glasgow. And in Milton, we have our own garden where we produce vegetables and fruit, and we encourage community to come in and learn how to garden. We also offer cookery classes because lots of people are not sure what to do with things that they've never seen growing before. So we have the whole package to help people eat more healthily.
The Amina Muslim Resources Center organized a trip to International Women's Group to come along to see Milton Garden Center. And we have been around all the garden with Kim, and she was explaining to the women how the plants grow up and how they grow up here, vegetables and fruit and other different kind of flowers and plants.
Normal practice is in the autumn time you can sow peas and beans and they will grow up quite happily over the winter and they'll be first away in the spring. But what happened last year was that we had such a warm, mild autumn that these actually came up and they flowered, and then of course the frost came and then they died. So they just shot away far too soon. They should really be more like this. But even here you can see they've been quite delicate and frost damaged. So this bed was supposed to have been a whole bed of overwintering broad beans.
We saw with our eyes like what the climate change has an impact on the plant or the fruit and vegetables, how the some of them like just died because of changing climate all the time. Also we have seen the recycling. Also, it's a great job that they are doing, like food recycling and other recycling things that help the plants to grow in good way.
Our composter Martin goes round and picks up the food in bins and barrels and brings it back here and puts it through the composting Rydan to break it down so we can use it on the garden. And what we aim to do when we have everything set up and running smoothly is actually we'll have so much compost we can sell it. Yes, the community have been given small little compost bins and they can bring that to the garden and pop it in the composter.
Obviously, before we do the training with the Amina Muslim Resources Center and visiting the community garden, we heard about climate change, and some of them, you know, they heard like a little bit about it, and some others they had like been doing more research. But you know, when you go and you see with your own eyes, it's a big difference. We have to watch what we are doing. For example, recycling, food recycling. So most of the families, they don't do it.
We garden organically here, and we don't use any synthetic pesticides or anything like this. And it makes a difference to the environment because when you put manure and natural fertilizers into the soil, it enables the soil to hang on to more carbon. If you're using synthetic pesticides, they're based on the fossil fuels, they've been transported and packaging, and it all adds up to the carbon footprint.
The best thing that we have learned here is about the greenhouse on Earth. Here it's good, like we see the good contest that we see the vegetables and flower are growing properly, but the greenhouse gas affect how it affect the earth and how it makes it roasting in summer and freezing in cold winter.
Okay, so livestock production accounts for 70% of agricultural land use, and livestock produce greenhouse gases, methane and nitrous oxide, and is responsible for 18% of all greenhouse gases. It takes 5 to 7 kilos of grain to produce 1 kilo of beef. So, you have to transport those grains as well, and that takes even more energy.
Through what we have learned from the project, so we came up with 2 points, very important point, that we have to buy local fruit and vegetables. If we knew, why not? So we didn't know before, but now we know. And also recycling. We came up that we have to cycle everything, food, clothes, paper, everything now. So even through our community, we are encouraging other ladies what we have learned. The ladies who weren't able to attend the workshop, we are telling them what we have learned and what we are, our plan in the future, what to do to save the planet. We are trying our best anyway.
So everything you see here in the garden is made from recycled goods, from our compost toilet and all the beds that we've made and the seating. And we recycle tires for decoration around the pond and for growing into. And we're making all our own compost here. And all the fruit and vegetables we grow here are grown organically without the use of chemical fertilizers or pesticides, which reduces the carbon footprint. All our vegetables go to feed local people. Again, it's not packaged, there's no transportation, which again reduces the carbon footprint.